Hi there. Today we are going to be making a 2-page spread using pages 8 and 9 in your student reader, or not your student reader, your interactive notebook, pages 8 and 9, and we are going to be making some inferences and some information about observations, because in science we do make scientific observations. You're going to have 3 different pieces of paper with you for this setup, and then filling in the notes at a separate video. You're going to need the orange magnifying glass, which you will cut out. You have a pink piece of paper that says I observe and I infer. You will trim it, and then we'll end up folding and cutting, and you will also get a half sheet of paper with a picture of a bear, and you'll have to cut out the bear. So we're going to start with the I infer, I observe. I would like you to fold it on the solid line. It's not going to end up folding all the way over in half, but it's gonna fold almost completely in half. And then you're gonna unfold it, fold it back out, and cut just to the solid line in between I observe and I infer. Just like we did with the testable questions one, we want to be able to open up the I infer tab separate from I observe and vice versa. Then we're going to open that up and we are going to tape in our picture of our bear. You might need to cut closer to the picture, have no white border. We're going to use just a little bit of tape on the back, rolling it up like we've done in the past. I'm just trimming my picture. And we're going to end up writing on the tabs that say I observe or I infer. One on each corner. Or a little bit of glue dots, a little bit of a glue stick to get the perimeter. Just fixing the tape a little bit on this one corner. And here we go. So now we have almost like a little book of it saying I observe, I infer, and then when I open up those tabs, here's the bear. Grr. So now we have this, and we're going to put it on one side of our notebook, and then we're going to cut out our magnifying glass. You're going to cut around the first set of solid lines so that it can have a little border, but we want it to look like a magnifying glass, not a magnifying glass on a piece of paper. It's probably best to write inside of the magnifying glass before you end up taping or gluing, especially if you end up using liquid glue, because the glue will be wet and it will take a long time to dry, and then you'll end up not being able to pay attention in class. So now I have my magnifying glass, and that's going to go on one page, and my pictures over on the other. So I'm going to put my I infer, I observe towards the middle to bottom of page 8. I'm going to flip it over to the back side of the pink page, and again, 4 rolled up pieces in the corners. And like I said, we're going to put it towards the bottom to middle of page 8. Then on page 9, we're going to tape this magnifying glass towards the upper middle. It could be diagonal, it does not need to be straight up and down. You can do it however you'd like. This might make it easier to read. And you're going to use a little bit of tape rolled up. Maybe 1 or 2 pieces on the little handle. I think 1 piece should be enough. Maybe a tiny one in that middle part of the handle. And then 1 to 2, 3 tops for the big part of the glass. Maybe 4. And slowly tape it in to your notebook. Now, whenever you tape or glue, your pages unfortunately do kind of wrinkle up and expand, but that's part of what's making this fun, is making our own resource book, our own textbook to use with our student readers. So now we have pages 8 and 9 ready to go and fill in with content in our next video. So I'll see you in the next one.